All right, we're on our way to Harry's for another edition of the Sports Show. Going to set another challenge this week during the interview. We've got an import in for the Southern Stampede. I think he's Canadian, and the challenge is I'm going to try and drink his drink during the interview. Dick move, I know, I've never met this guy before, but if I can lock eyes and drink his beer without things getting too awkward, that's the challenge. Sport's all about challenges. Just got to set that challenge, raise the bar. Woo! Pretty exciting show on the way today. We've got some awesome results from the weekend, a little bit of spice, a little bit of drama that happened right out there in Queenstown. Some of that our Lauren correspondent tried to document. It's the Battle of the Basin. It's the first time sort of, I think, doing sport, so it's going to be interesting to see how that went. We've got a tennis related local sports question and of course a winning answer from last week. But first of all, a real pleasure to introduce our guest for today. He's a Southern Stampede import all the way from Canada. Kory, come on in, mate.
Thanks for having me.
You're right. Good win over the weekend, Kory.
Yeah, couple good wins.
Those results, what was it? I think it was a 7-5 win, and then yesterday, or Sunday, 8-2. Solid.
I guess, yeah, I don't know. I missed the second half of the second game, so...
How's that?
Well, I got thrown out halfway through, so... I don't know if it was an 8-2 final, then yeah, I think so. I thought it was 6-2 the last time I checked, so 8-2, great, perfect.
Right,
yeah.
Okay, more on that. You've already got me, you got me thinking what's going on there, so more on that when we catch up with Kory for reals in a bit. First of all though, some results from the weekend. The Wakatipu High School netball, the B team beat the A team.
So I'm still, like I said, I'm still new to I know I was in Australia for a year, but netball is just makes my head explode. So I'm still trying to learn the game, but anytime a B squad beats an A squad, seems like a pretty big upset, I would think, in any sport. Respect.
The Queenstown Association Football Club dealt to Dunedin's University team. They won the Chatham Cup 7-1 with Josh Cartman scoring a hat-trick. Those footballers are on fire, mate, unbeaten so far this season. The Queenstown Women's Hockey team pumped Matakanui 4-0 as well, so they finished in second place on the table at the end of the first round. Well done to all the mums over the weekend as well. There's a few of them running a bit of a fun run out at Lake Hayes yesterday, so good on you ladies.
Cool.
And a rugby legend, he's a GC, Carlo Agahome, racked up his 200th game over the weekend. That's 200 games for the club Wakatipu. Unfortunately his team, the Wanderers, went down to Star Rugby 40-0. But we touched on it before, Arrowtown hosted Wakatipu in the Battle of the Basin. Great game out there at Frankton. Old foes, good bit of heat, good old local tussle.
It's always good.
Wakatipu came back and won 23-18, and this is a bit of an experimental video, but we threw our Lauren correspondent out there to check out the sports. Usually she's more taking Polaroids down there at the Sherwood. So let's see how this goes. The Battle of the Basin with Lauren Prebles.
Saturday afternoon, we're here at the Rugby. Quite a big crowd out there, and here are the facts. It's Arrowtown versus Wakatipu. White Horse Cup game. Who's going to take it out?
Arrowtown.
I feel like we got the memo. It's the White Horse Cup. It's not a White Horse Cup game. I wore my White Horse Cup team. I thought the White Horse Cup was like Arrowtown versus...
No, it's the whole division.
What?
Well, it's held by Cromwell at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
How does Cromwell come into the picture here?
It's just on live TV.
I'm just trying to find out some answers here.
My wife doesn't know I'm at the rugby.
So can you set me straight then? What is this game all about?
Beating Arrowtown, actually.
Which side is Arrowtown?
You kidding?
The red and the black.
The red and the black.
And they're ahead, what's the score? 10-6? 10-6.
Great day for footy.
I heard that there's some rivalry as well.
Footy was the winner on the day, but so was Waka, because Waka beat Arrowtown.
Get him! Oh, it's a good game. Got a nugget out there.
Oh, it's just the Battle of the Basin.
Battle of the Basin.
Arrowtown Wakatipu Classic, yeah.
Okay.
Excited.
Love a bit of rugby? Nah.
Yeah, nice work, Lauren.
Way to go, Lauren.
I think we got that. Right, time for our special guest interview here at Harry's. We've got a brand new import for the Sky City Stampede, Kory Helowka.
Very good, yeah.
Is that it?
Perfect, you nailed it.
How did you end up coming here from Toronto, Canada.
One of the guys on the team, we have a lot of mutual friends, that we played with or against over the years, and the stars just kind of aligned this year, and he asked me if I wanted to come over, and I mean, this place is pretty amazing.
Hockey, your national sport in Canada.
Yeah.
What sort of level did you play there? Were you a pro athlete there as well, or is it you can sort of get away with?
That's pretty generous, but no, I played like junior at home and like in the States and in Europe for a little bit, but yeah, just hanging by a thread.
Do you use that foreign semi-pro athlete as a bit of pull factor when
No,
I
think that's like I think it goes the opposite way actually. So I try not to mention it like at all.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it has the opposite effect. Yeah, I try to keep that.
There's a comedian, Rodney Dangerfield.
Oh, legend.
He once said he went to a fight the other night and a hockey game broke out.
Yeah.
Do you have a bit of a physical sort of flavour to the game? Is that why you got ejected on Sunday?
I guess so. I mean, especially being new. I mean, they had like a guy that was kind of running around out there. I don't know. You never like plan for it to happen, especially here, because it's like it's the game's a little bit different. So adjusting for sure. But even though, like I said, even though it's just like an exhibition game, if somebody hits one of our young guys or like slashes our goalie, it's not going to fly. It's just
and what's the ruling? Is it true that if it's the first guy that hits the ice, he gets the penalty?
I have no idea. Yeah, like I think I'm even suspended for the first game of the year, so I don't know. Yeah, I have no idea. So I didn't even like hit him that hard. I mean, we'll find out. I don't know. Yeah.
The next home game is I think it's 15th of June. But you got some games before that, I think 2nd and the 3rd of June.
Sounds right.
You're on the road.
We are. I know we're in Auckland the first weekend, yeah.
Yeah, so I think out there. What was your instance with the home crowd here? Did you get a good bit of flavour?
Yeah, I mean, they have a great crowd here, which is surprising. You think come over and you never know what it's going to be like, but it was pretty cool, even for exhibition, just like a couple warm-up games. They were pretty awesome, so it should be looking forward to the year for sure. Yeah.
All right, hey, thanks for coming down, Harry's, and having a yarn, Kory.
Thanks for having me.
Real good to get to know you.
Thanks a lot, you too.
Coming up, we got some fixtures later on in the week that you should be checking out, and a brand new feature right now. This is one for the punters. It's from our very own resident bookie. It's called The Good Oil with Kev.
Good day, Queenstown. I'm Kev. I'm going to be your resident bookie. Here's the good oil for this week. Now, my first tip this week is going to be about Arsenal Football Club. Arsene Wenger, after 22 years, has left the club. Who's going to be next manager? Now, you can get 3-1 rough odds on Mikel Arteta. It's not going to happen. The much touted Allegri, they think he's going to do it at 6-1. I don't think so. I think your money's safe with Eddie Howe at 30-1. And I say that because after Wenger leaves, he's going to be the longest standing manager. He plays good football. He shares the same values as Arsenal. And 30-1 odds, and I do expect those odds to be completely slashed in the next 48 hours. So if you can get on it tonight or tomorrow, quid's in.
All right, welcome back. Still to come, we've got $50 to dish out for the local sports question of the week. First of all, let's see what fixtures are on the way this week. Let's start with rugby. The Wakatipu Wanderers take on Invercargill's Blues at the Queenstown Rec Ground on Saturday, followed by the Wakatipu Premier team taking on the Maniatoto Maggots.
Great names. Great
Give it a bit of that one there, the old Maggots there. So both at the Rec Ground this Saturday. Arrowtown are off to Matakanui. Fingers crossed they can field a team. Sounds like they're pretty light on props out there. Central Otago Hockey's on a bit of a 2-week break because there's some international stars coming to the turf there in Cromwell. The Vantage Black Sticks taking on Australia and Japan in a bit of a tri-series. The Queenstown Association Football Club are back down to Dunedin this weekend to play Northern. They're unbeaten, so I hope they can keep that going. But right now, let's dish out a $50 food and beverage voucher for here at Harry's. We asked a question last week: how did Central Premier Rugby make history recently? We did a random draw. Jamie Harris got the correct answer, and it was the White Horse Cup match against Cromwell, where the score was appealed. Bit of confusion on the day. Wakatipu thought they won. Cromwell thought they drew. The ref wasn't really sure, no one was really sure, and then the result got appealed at court.
That sounds bananas.
The guy that has the remote locked it in a car, and so the electronic scoreboard wasn't working.
Come on.
Yeah, Cromwell, mate. It was Cromwell. You been to Cromwell yet?
Not yet.
Don't worry about it. This week's question, we've got another $50 to give away. The question is, which Queenstowner has a current career high doubles ranking of world number 25th? If you know your tennis, you can grab yourself a $50 bar tab to use right here at Harry's. So please mention your answer in the comments section below. Lastly, that concludes the episode. Thanks for watching. If you've got any suggestions or any sporting info to share with us, you can hit us up on this email address or just put it in the comments of this video. Thanks again, Kory. Take it easy out there,
Thanks,
mate.
buddy. Thanks for having me.
Enjoy that spell on the sideline.
Yeah, I will. I'll enjoy the rest for sure. Hopefully I'm not suspended. We'll see. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Thanks.
Did I think it was weird that he was drinking my beer? Not at all. Not at all. No, like I said, you put your drink down. It's no longer yours.
Yeah. I saw him drinking his beer. I thought it was weird as hell, but
I feel like I failed. I didn't even finish it, so I just had a couple of big gulps, and then
have a good look at him and be like, hey.
I think to deem it a success and a win, I would have needed to finish it. So that's
You could have chopped it here.
Could have chopped it. So I feel like it's a fail on my behalf. But yeah, it did feel a bit weird.